Greetings, this is the Antichrist, Paul Wildcat Hullaby from the-666.com, and you can find me on Twitter at Temple of Isis 666 under my name, Paul Hullaby. Since we're on the Jesus of Nazareth topic today, me being Kenneth the Earthwalker, 55 Kings between Adam to the Antichrist, walking the line of man. With me being Adam and me being the Antichrist. Throughout the time, you know, I've talked about how when I was Khufu at the beginning, when I was really swole up big, or Nimrod at the beginning, I was still 29 feet tall, 18 feet tall, big foot, 28 feet tall. And then I had to shrink down to the big 6-foot guy at Khufu, and I ran for a million years. But I could still turn into Osiris from time to time. The same old thing down the road. And turn into a Moon Raw, and later on into the Ramses, and then as I come back to life as someone else. I never truly died, because I just come back into another kingdom and leave my body behind, and I come back up, so I can still say I'm alive. Big deal to say you're dead in eternity. But it's kind of like the earth, how the dead have to sue or do something because they can't say they're alive. Or something, they can't say the words anymore. Nonetheless, walked the line on down, and as I was bigger in the beginning of time, like when I was Jezebel, I could turn into Baal, or I was King Tut, I could turn into Ra. When I was Ramses or Seti, and I could turn into Osiris. And I'd walk around and I'd tell the people that the king was up in eternity, or I tell them whatever I tell them, and I walk around as a big god that's 19 foot tall and can do big old giant things, and people worship me, and then they worship me on the opposite side of the coin as the Pharaoh, God on earth, because I knew the God that would come down here and talk on my behalf while I was allegedly up in his kingdom, talking and walking and stuff. But I didn't really tell anybody that I was both, hardly at all. So it's recently, past few months. Nonetheless, I could do big things like that at the beginning, where it says, well, I could turn into Baal. Great dragon, Baal, not a dragon, but Baal the god. And Nebuchadnezzar and Nabu, put that one in there. And on down the line. Now, when it came time to the period of Jesus of Nazareth, my main feat was I was Tiberius, the Caesar Tiberius. That's my big one. And I could be more than one person at a time. I could be like 10, 15 people at once. Thumbprint or fingerprints, or something to do with being multi-present. That's what we called it. Jesus of Nazareth was one of my roles. And as Jesus of Nazareth, you know, I remember this because they told me this a while back. So I'm going back to my root teachings. Wasn't quite God on our school that taught me it, but it was someone in one of the kingdoms revealed it to me, and they're saying this is exactly what happened. Barabbas was put on the cross because Pontius Pilate knew that I was innocent. He didn't wash his hands of me. He took me and put me somewhere safe. When I came before Pontius Pilate, he took me and made me safe. And I'd already had my leg cut, my arm cut in a way called killing a god on earth, like they tried to kill Hercules when they found him, and Festus found him, or whoever found Hercules, and tried to kill him as a son of Zeus, and they cut his leg, let it bleed gold for about 3 minutes, and then cut his arm, and because I was already fused up to God. See, I was already healing the sick and raising the dead. Right now I haven't fused up to the point where I can heal the blinded eye or heal the sick in earth, but in heavens I can help out a lot. So I've still got probably 10,000 more years to fuse up. Well, I might. But I know one thing, I'm Paul Wildcat Hullaby till the 10,000 years comes. And this is the last walk of life. That's why I can say City of Atlantis is coming up. And I'm coming up to whatever level I need to be in order to be whatever I need to be. With Paul Wildcat Hullaby is the name in the book All Beginnings, which is the greatest book of all things. Before the Bible, long before the Bible. Kind of like the Bible of the gods. And long before any god. Way back before the first God, Spring God, the only God, is what I have written. It's Kennedy, Bone Core DNA. Paul Wildcat Hullaby, Bone Core DNA, which ISIS likes to call Kennedy, Paul Wildcat Hullaby, Bone Core DNA, the book All Beginnings. Now that I could be more than one. So Jesus of Nazareth was one. Anyway, they cut me like that, trying to kill me like they did Hercules when I was Hercules. And well, bring gold is what we call it, ISIS. So, and bring gold and color, bring gold. Well, up here that's that color. What's that? That's white. What color's gold down there? That. Okay, that's gold. Well, that's gold. That's gold. That's what black. Okay, so this kingdom up here's lying to me about colors, so I come down and mess up your story. So you just tell the story. I'm about to the end of it. Okay, you just get to the end of it. Nonetheless, I just wanted to come and help. The kingdom up there trying to scramble their vocabulary and definitions. And so I love you, Isis. Thanks for trying to help. And so I have something in my nose when outside. It's cold. Oh, gross. Sorry. Yucky. Blame that on the Jews. Yeah. All right. Nonetheless. Sandy Sandberg's fault. Okay. And we'll go back to that. So much y'all don't know. Anyway, I could be more than one. Tiberius was my big one. And they killed my Jesus Nazareth. And then I died with Tiberius. At Tiberius's place. And they made me a golden sarcophagus. I scratched on the lid many things on it. A lot of them about ISIS. A lot of them about me coming back. I think I said, I love you, ISIS. I'll see you in a million years. It's Paul Wildcat Holby. And I think I scratched that on the lid, the inside of the lid. But I love you, ISIS, my wife. And I'll see you again in a million years. It's Paul Wildcat Holby, the Antichrist, the Messiah, still yet. So that's where I am now. I still got to phase up. However, ain't a big old long. I mean, well, people wanted to wonder why Jesus waited until he was 30 before he started healing the sick. Why wasn't he doing a whole lot before then? He's probably just old shit ass having to wipe his ass in a big old bucket. Like to drink. Now, the water or wine trick that I did was actually me taking some tar stuff that they use to make tents and huts and shit out of, and I made some methamphetamine. A little magic. And, they liked it. It's a big old meth beer. But we had fun. Nonetheless, everybody made it up. That's what they liked about their wedding. Was that? Nonetheless, I was probably singled out old Barabbas, put him on the cross. Nothing but the blood of Barabbas. Nothing but the blood of the Lamb. Oh, 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 nothing but the blood. Well, the funny thing is the Jews kept on writing for us. And well, you see who wrote the books. They're probably the followers of Jesus of Nazareth. And we thought it'd be pretty funny, knowing these. Just don't worry. So there's a long story behind it. We'll write a book and talk about it a little bit more, but I just want to put this out there. That's part 3 on the Jesus of Nazareth problem we had going on. Alright, so there'll be no speculation. I got the bone cord DNA. I'm on. So, it's obviously, it's a nose-to-tail DNA. That means I can bring the whole being back to life. So I have the right stats. See, inside my leg, there's an earth walker. And it's a creationist of all goddesses and creator of all life. And the one elected to be king of all things and all kingdoms at the end of this earth walk. And it's more than an earth walk, it was a kingdom walk. So I had to do hell walk first. I ran every hell, 666 trillion years of hell first. I had to walk every earth. I had to walk protons, neutrons, where we got kingdoms embedded down there. We got Hubble-sized universes is down in light beams down in protons. I've walked so many things throughout this entire physical universe is what I'm hearing. For 500 million years of rain. Imagine walking every proton for 500 million years. You find out every one of them is your kingdom. You know them all. At the end of it, well, right at the end of it, it's eternal final Earth 1. Or not, you know. It's all mob. However, it didn't mean to all you, what was he going to say? I will be fused up to my ministry, and I don't know, I'll probably heal the sick and raise the dead on some places. I'd like to schedule a little, once I get to the top, I'll get a golden street down here. We got Anakim and Roswell aliens down here, and we'll go heal the sick. All you do is point a laser beam at them and say healed. And, from a spaceship in outer space. So, we're going to do a bunch of that. And, we'll do a bunch of that anyway. But, that's what Jesus and Nazareth called to do. I might do a few of those tricks when I'm down here. Or not tricks, but I might do a few of those miracles down here when I get up into my time period. But the beauty is we're in a 7-year tribulation. So we don't have to wait. I'm not preaching like a minister. Just have faith and hold on to God's unchanging hand. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might be 10,000 years from now, but we'll just keep waiting for him to return. And you die at 90 and leave all your wealth to the church or whatever. We're not doing that. We're in a 7-year tribulation that started on March 15th, 2024, Common Era at 10:13 p.m. So we're about 1 year, 8 months into it, which means we got a lot of things to go. I mean, the sun's going to die, the moon's going to die if people don't cooperate. Moon turns to blood and falls down to the earth in rain and monsoons and terrible weather, killing many people. Everywhere people looks into the reflection, they see my face. And the coating in the blood is my coating to my blood, and my coating, which is the mark of the beast coating. It says you got to have a mark of the beast, which is a strand in there. It says you got the mark of the beast or you die. It's that simple. Moon dies, sun dies, and it takes with the electricity, electronics, so you don't have electronics on here. So you got heat, fission leaves, electricity leaves, nuclear fission leaves. The sun dies. So, all that kind of stuff. That's why we have the big 7-year tribulation that we did in the first year, where we did the 7 in 1 year, and we won. Babylonian tribulation, our attack approach for the 7-year tribulation. We did 7 years in 1 year. You dethrone the local throne God in 7 months, which represents the 7 years. And then you got 3 months, 2.5 months, something like that, except your kingdom, in case you get a blink into the eternal kingdom. Well, we didn't get the blink. We rolled on into the 7 calendar year. But we did get a little blink. We rolled on into the 7 calendar year. And so we're 1 year, 8 months into the 7 calendar year. It's marked by the day that Jehovah had me write down on a piece of paper when the tribulation started. Yeah, harder for voice. You're better than Enoch. Hey, it's Jehovah. Are we talking? Yeah, we wrote it down. That's what we wrote down. 7 yeah, I just told him right now. 7-year tribulation started. He's the one that added all these other tribulations. So nigga pointing wants that big old 700 trillion Googleplex here. Googleplex. 7 years a piece, what he calls it. So what he calls a 7-year piece is 700 trillion Googleplex times Googleplex years of tribulation. So he can say the sun died, moon died, and in 500 trillion years if he needs to. It don't have to be this week. That's what we kind of like. So that's what we got going on. That's what I'm saying. Push this button. Anyway, that's what we got going on. And Jesus Nazareth right here. We'll do the best we can. And we'll keep marching forward. And that's why they're saying around the time period of Aleister Crowley, I might have been. But see, I also had 3 Bilderbergers walking with me, the earth with me. Guaranteed his earth walkers gather and stuff up for me, relics and provenance and different things. And, they got my golden Nero throne down there in the eternal kingdom, center of earth, in the city of Atlantis, kingdom of Atlantis. It still glows. It's transparent. Jeffrey Epstein saw it and he said it was bright white. Like you don't know if it's white gold or platinum or something. It's a white type of light gold, white, shining white gold. I throw it. So I have it on. It's Nero. Still down there. Got many of them left. Got all of them. Aliens came and got every one of them. We got every one we counted for. My 55 kingdoms of the earth and the 55 kings are all going to come together and play a big part only at the end. It'll take me 10,000 years, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't die. As long as I just don't die. I'm going to stay this, and I'm going to work my way right on up like I did every life when I was taking over. I'm going to live for 55 million years. Right here. Looking just like this. Being Paul Wildcat, all of me. Eventually the people start worshiping me as they all continue to die off, and your great grandkids will still see me right here like this, saying that motherfucker's the oldest son of a bitch, and he's been preaching this stuff since 2020, 2014 or something, 2010, since 9/11, since when, since 2025 coming there, and we're gonna we gotta honor it. So let me follow me. If it takes that long. Oh, stubborn man. Why would you wait that long? Anyway, I know it's hard for me to reach out and get connected with Jewish lobbyists and being in the Bible Belt and everybody trying to shoot me down. And I don't hide it under. They're trying to hide me under a bushel. But anyway, love you guys. You'll find me. I'm gonna get out to Malibu, get out to LA, get up in New York, get out to Florida. I'll take over America that route, and there's some cool ass places. When I went on my world tour, I got my Jeep in December, January of last year, 2024, 2025, and I did the big Bilderberg Sun World Tour Live 2025 America Live Reality TV show only on SpyTech, if you can get it. I met a lot of cool people from New York to California and all in between. Of course, I came out of Oklahoma, and all the way up to Canada, and went down through Texas, and Louisiana, Arizona, New Mexico, all of the states. But up there in Maryland area, and I guess it's Virginia, up there, wherever, somewhere between Oklahoma and New York and Canada, there are some cool ass people. I actually met a cop that said, because I ran out of gas, and he said, yeah, he said, I'll actually get some police cars up here, because I had a 2018 Jeep Compass. It was blue. It was kind of like the SUV Jeeps. And on the doors, I had a big old giant, like 2-foot numbers that was made of gold that I got from Temu. Can't find them on there now. But they had a big 666 on there. Big old 666 took up the whole door. And I had them on my front 2 doors. Eric's is a 4-door SUV style Jeep. And he was like, yeah, I'd like to get some cop cars up here and put 666 on our doors, something like that. Said real quick, so I didn't. So I was like, that'd be badass or something like that. But met some cool ass people like that throughout, so I know we're one mind, one accord on a lot of areas. So anyway, we get off of here. Love you guys. This is the Antichrist coming. Paul Walker. Hold me. My phone's saying it's fixing to stop recording, so I'm gonna get off of here before I lose this video for the last few minutes. Talk to y'all later. This is Isis. Love you guys.